Two chefs living at home battle to determine who is the better baker. Who will succeed and who will fail, and destroy their baking career. Stay tuned to find out.
Hi everyone, so this is the recipe I'll be giving to Eden. It's a pumpkin cheesecake roll recipe, and I'm really excited to give it to her because she hasn't really tried something like this before. She more has experience in cakes and cupcakes and stuff like that. So I'm very excited and I hope I win.
Hey guys, and welcome back to part 2 of the baking competition. Let's get right into it. I first start off by adding a bunch of sugar into a big bowl. Now I'm just adding some flour into the same bowl. Now I'm adding some baking soda. I accidentally left the box in front of the camera for a bit, so sorry about that. And then I'm adding some allspice. Fun fact, I had to go to 3 different stores to find this. After I perfectly cracked those eggs, I opened up the can of pumpkin puree and then put it into the same bowl. Then I mix everything together. I didn't mix it too much because I didn't want the cake to be too dense, but I mixed it just enough so that there weren't any chunky bits in the cake batter. I sprayed a baking sheet with some cooking spray, and then I just drizzled the cake batter onto the baking sheet. I made sure that the cake batter was spread evenly across the baking tray, and then I put it in the oven. By the way, the recipe is going to be in the description box in case you guys want to make it yourselves. Now we're moving on to the filling of the recipe. The recipe did call for this much cream cheese, but I feel like in hindsight I could have used a bit less. Also, with this butter, I should have melted it fully, but then I got a bit impatient. This did get a bit messy, but it's okay. I cleaned it all up later. So I powdered the kitchen towel with some icing sugar, and then I took the cake out of the oven, and then now I'm going to be flipping the cake onto the kitchen towel with the powdered sugar. So I peeled off the baking sheet, and I was so happy that the cake was super moist. And then now I rolled up the kitchen towel and the cake inside of it, and I'm going to leave it until it cools so that it molds into that shape. Once the cake has fully cooled, I unravel it and then I just put the icing on top of it. You want to make sure that the icing is evenly spread across the cake so that when you roll it up again, it's not going to be uneven. I cut the part where I was rolling up, but this is what it looks like after I rolled it up and then I put the powdered sugar onto it. And now I'm cutting it and seeing what it looks like. And voila, it looks pretty good. There is a bit too much cream cheese in the middle, but it looks pretty good.
So Sachin, how does it look?
Looks pretty good. It looks very like fluffy and moist, the pastry itself, yeah.
What ingredients do you think?
Obviously pumpkin, but also the cream cheese too.
Mm-hmm.
The stuff you use for a cake in general, right?
Mm-hmm.
Eggs, sugar, flour, that kind of thing. I think so. Maybe some milk was added to the cream cheese, make the icing nice and thick, that kind of thing,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Whenever you're ready.
All right. That's pretty good.
Good.
Yeah, the cake is like a bit more thick than I thought, but it's still very nice and fluffy, and the icing is as good as I thought it would be. So yeah.
That's good. Is it too sweet or is it good?
It's a good balance. Not too sweet, not too sour.
Would you eat this again?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. What would you rate it?
9-ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Although I'd argue that our grading system was a bit biased, fair play to Shreya, she did really well on our previous video. Comment down below who you guys think won, and make sure to like this video and subscribe.